First, the headlines. MLA L. Rameshwar proposes shoot at sight for Myanmar's illegal immigrants in Manipur. Tiprasa Accord signed. Home Minister Amit Shah says turning point for Tripura. ECI warns political parties against unfair practices in upcoming Lok Sabha elections. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Thobal districts till 10 p.m. For Kukching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. A very good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News. I'm your host Dipwarani, here to give you the exact news in detail. Lorembam Rameshwar Meitei, MLA of Kairao Assembly constituency in Manipur, has proposed a shoot-at-sight policy against illegal immigrants from Myanmar. He alleges that these immigrants exploit loopholes in the system to obtain voter cards and establish themselves in Manipur by marrying locals. He stressed on the need for effective implementation of the National Register of Citizens and stricter surveillance measures to curb this issue. He also urged the government and indigenous communities to play an active role in preventing illegal immigration and land encroachment. The MLA further highlighted that the potential national security threat posed the influx of undocumented immigrants and called for the implementation of a stringent law to address the issue. In the ongoing Manipur Assembly session, the Kairao MLA expressed concerns about the illegal immigrants in his constituency. He claimed that people from Mizoram using Aadhaar cards have migrated to Manipur and registered on the voter list. He alleged that these immigrants in turn brought in more illegal immigrants from Burma. The MLA stressed the need for effective implementation of the National Register of Citizens to curb such issues. He also highlighted that the diverse communities residing in his constituency and alleged that some immigrants have managed to obtain Aadhaar cards and voter list registration through marriage to local residents. He urged the government to take strict action against illegal immigration, suggesting measures such as biometric surveillance and the enactment of special policies. The MLA also called on indigenous communities and fellow MLAs to play an active role in preventing illegal immigration and land encroachment. The MLA recently expressed concerns over the growing number of illegal immigrants in the valley. He alleged that these immigrants were erecting bunkers in the peripheral areas, taking advantage of the suspension of operation. He emphasized the need for Valley MLAs to remain vigilant about the entry of immigrants and proactively identify them. The MLA also shared an incident from Imphal West, where a local woman married a Kuki militant and amassed large tracts of paddy land. He warned that indigenous communities are being increasingly displaced by these immigrants. He urged the Naga community to play a significant role in preventing illegal immigration and land encroachment. The MLA further demanded the government to implement strict measures against illegal immigrants, including a shoot-at-sight policy. He stressed the need for practical steps to curtail illegal immigration beyond merely signing and sending resolutions for implementation. He recalled the previous government's action against the Meitei community, where around 3,600 were killed, including 1,500 in fake encounters. He posited that a shoot-at-sight policy could significantly address the illegal immigration issue. The MLA highlights the potential threat posed by illegal immigration to national security. He suggests that the influx of undocumented immigrants could strain resources and disrupt the demographic balance of the state. Rameshwar Meitei draws a parallel to the efforts undertaken by the state government and security forces to control insurgency in Manipur, which involved encounters in extreme situations. The MLA advocates for the implementation of a stringent law to address the issue of illegal immigration. He even proposes a controversial measure, granting security forces the authority to use shoot-at-sight tactics against illegal immigrants.
Police support NRC Senator Magnus Maina Tanajaba Ken, the Toka, some Tamzaka Marona Ken, the Bacteri, a quick butter band, Dakar Pine, Adam, Kanato Reduna. As I quay on urban, Leshogan Tazaki with the Magi Jagada, Koyi, Bama, Masakara, Moil, Sinkara, my biometric Toroga, Tami Koliga, and some Togo Madu Hantaki Lance, my young Mahavigi, away young going to have a Tazavale. Kana kan mon biometric plan logo so moina khoi India ki citizen nama moina tra Manipur gi tongan voter card pai dana na tra khudong cha phang daga so moi leibidi haliba masi khudam abu Meghalaya da balaga sanwal khung adu khoi Manipuri maitai khara le makoi sing adu chahi husi phawwa mioi khana tana khoi voter card da kam da phangde mi khram phangde du makoi sing adu khoi na somna cha sa ta moi yade adu madu le jagen moi Meghalaya gi bo thada phangdaga so khudong cha phangdaga so dum jaga du da hinjagi haina le sumai tawdana akhoi Manipur sangai barmi sing ase akhoi Manipur gi sarkai khudong cha phangdaga so lebi khudong cha du di ai pi ba wena thoi akhoi na sumaina biometric law le bise adu sidana tram ka do sai na panjakhi do ngasai biometric law le ba na tra sangai mi sing du na nupi sing du na khoi jaga da mai panjalani ai nupa sing du lamdin pi lokselani aduga ano khungong semane ngarang ona ma simission panbi khiba akoi ano village samapal mathakta lei ga habda aten matam khra matungda manungda haita sumai tawna sangai mitop sing ase aidi NRCC akoi ngasi soidana akoi housing me punon managa thani marakste jo kariguma sakage akan ba khongthang khra ai lokhal chaninge kudam moi hojik palel da chandra khongda kathien nambi da yang pokui da Imphal is on top jaga sing lam lesala ka da koi tawmi mam cha yamba Burmese me am yaw sa bido Aadhaar card saba voter saba adi koi da hogi chai khre mangda more da koi covid ki hida ka matam da koi Aadhaar card sange matam doctor ma tam bane hida ka ba yaw bom na da mapan da gi lakpa Burmese sing adu oi gi covid vaccine ka matam da haiba doctor sina document ama piu hai matam da Aadhaar card sing aktang koi na ha amana moi bike thor chakhiya ngahang le kan da polang bu thore Aadhaar card haidore is apam khala ma ming panjelwana sumai to na Manipur asuk matik masing khangdana sanga le khiba du ngasi de khoi Imphal akoi mayam da koi sugi na ma da bangka sa ka na khoi tambak se tum na ha na bagi ai to pa kongthang ma yam sang na moi to mu le rame aduna khoi lebiri ba maroi na kendra gi tambak MLA sing na thamoi sing na ai kendra da kanada mito pali kanada hai basi mai thigeling apambale Imphal West ki jaga amada masi koi na kuki lalo ba da mai pale hai benu pise duna hai benu pisna hai ba jaga du gi low pari kunmuk mai ming de chale hojik ti ta ba da hai ba kuki lalo bu singi maming on khrabi sing na bole hai Imphal West ki jaga da detail panjaw ge sumai to na khoi si yam sang na sumai mi to mai gomjal kan da khoi yelong mayam che khoi cha do dong gomjal ga le me adu maroi tangkhul gi sinau mayam su khara maroi na sorry naga gi sinau mayam su khara sita kansanu hai ni kana lam se moi le ja mana sing je khoi maitai na di ta ba ya da bali na makhoi sing adum ayam loksalak boje dum min urba ngaktani thangjing ne toriba kabu to tong jaga da masi joduna khoi yelhong mi le naga amadi maitai sing khoi thamoi sing na ena sik khoi na sida soi toroga plap mana tha ba khang na tabida khoi na su mitop se kamaina thingji ki ha ba se khoi punna wakhal chungsin mina kanda sakai akan policy amai bakha dai thabak to hunjaningi khudam moina ha ba da mamang da khoi haukiba saka matam da khoi maitai misa mayam ama mi lising humu cha chu Hatki, adu da peng count to lising ama chonga mu yawe sumai to na idi mitop bamai sangai bising ji khara idi sumai na kan machara ai khudo te u ka pa ya bagi no ji makhara to ga di mitop chang prik phagar ha bai thaje basi ai thamjari lo salak pada ngai onaban ko member election pukhachari ba NRC ki mata support to ji ha basi ma ai thamjaraga matam khara pe yung to honorable speaker thangase.
Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh claimed that the sudden mushrooming of new villages at an alarming rate at various locations in the state directly poses an existential threat to the indigenous population of Manipur. Taking to his X handle, CM Singh wrote, "The sudden mushrooming of new villages at an alarming rate at various locations in the state directly poses an existential threat to the indigenous population of Manipur. The numbers and data speak for themselves, and I will say this again. If we are going to play politics on this crucial and complex issue, we are going to sink." Addressing the assembly, Manipur CM Biren Singh said, "Since 2005, number of new villages sprung up in Churachandpur district to 560, Kangpokpi 542, Chandel 296, Tengnopal 258. Further, in a small place of Langol, around 1,015 new Pata land were identified," the CM added. The Manipur Legislative Assembly reaffirmed its resolution taken on August 5, 2022, emphasizing the importance of implementing the National Register of Citizens in the state. The Assembly believes that the NRC is vital for protecting Manipur's interests and contributing to the nation's benefit. The decision to press the Indian government to hasten the NRC's implementation demonstrates the Assembly's commitment to preserving Manipur's security and integrity. The Assembly calls for all citizens to back this initiative in the pursuit of constructing a robust and prosperous Manipur for future generations. Taking to its X handle, the Manipur's Chief Minister wrote, "Today, the Manipur Legislative Assembly took a significant step by reaffirming our resolution passed on 5th August 2022. It is our firm belief that the implementation of the National Register of Citizens in Manipur is crucial for safeguarding the interests of our state and contributing to the greater good of our nation. The decision to urge the Government of India to expedite the implementation of the NRC reflects our commitment to ensuring the security and integrity of Manipur. I urge all citizens to support this endeavor as we strive to build a stronger, more prosperous Manipur for generations to come." Assam Rifles, in an operation launched on 1st March, recovered arms, ammunition and warlike stores in the vicinity of Ellora Hotel, More, Manipur on March 1st. The operation, based on specific intelligence, led to the recovery of 1.38 pistol, 10 country-made IEDs, 3 grenades and other ammunition. The seized arms and ammunition have been handed over to the local police for further investigation. Earlier, the Manipur police arrested 3 members of the band KCP from Imphal West District and recovered arms and ammunition from their possession, an official statement said on Friday. 5 mobile handsets and rupees 4 lakh in cash were also seized from their possession, it said. The arms and ammunition recovered from them are suspected to have been looted from security forces earlier, a police officer said. Manipur has remained gripped by recurring bouts of violence since ethnic clashes between the two communities, which first erupted in May last year. Altogether, 219 people have been killed since then. President of United Committee Manipur, UCM Joy Chandra Kontojam, has condemned the burning of UCM office building by miscreants on the night of February 23rd. As a mark of protest against the burning of the office building, a sit-in protest was held in front of the office at Lampil Park today. Many members of the committee, women organizations and leaders of Maira Paibi took part in the protest. Placards with different slogans were displayed by the protesters. Talking to media persons, President of UCM, Joy Chandra Kontojam, said, "The incidents of burning the office building of UCM is very unfortunate. Many important documents which were very difficult to get have been completely destroyed by the fire. Besides, about 6 lakhs of rupees kept for construction work of the building was also burnt to ashes." He further said for what reason the office building of UCM has been devastated. He also said it is not the time to be fighting one another. Instead, we must go hand in hand. Unity is strength, divided we fall, he added. On the other hand, it took almost 1 week. The government could not take up any action in connection with the incident. He appealed to the whomsoever involved in the burning of the office to clarify with reason as early as possible.
Sarkar na masi yengjan biu hai bani chi lansit sarkar gini Manipur se sarkar gini Manipur di lan mangaga sarkar na tumin na lai kari aduga aiko gi hai riba aiko office asigum mai tharan bai sin inau singa achum bo oigera aram bo oigera masi soi be degi hai bani oiraga su madu miyam da clarification to bu hai bani clarification to da bi maram oiraga aiko nahangi clarification to kada ngai bani to da degi aiko miyam gi koi ba sin importance aiko tasena use na ngasi phawb da to da thabak thorum sing ase aiko masi tasena miyam na khangbiu aiko iram dang gi dum ijati gi dum ni.
In a landmark event held as a pivotal moment for Tripura's future, the signing of the Tiprasa Accord has garnered praise from Home Minister Amit Shah, who lauded the efforts of all stakeholders involved, including Pradyot Debarma, in achieving this historic agreement. During the ceremony, Home Minister Amit Shah stated the significance of the accord, highlighting its role in acknowledging past mistakes while paving the way for a brighter future. Today, with this accord, we have respected history and rectified our mistakes, charting a course for progress, stated Shah. The accord, a tripartite agreement among the Government of India, the Government of Tripura and the Tiprasa, marks a significant step towards addressing long-standing tribal grievances and ensuring their rights. Shah commended the constructive role played by Tiprasa, tribal parties and organizations in the success of the accord, acknowledging their contribution to the peace-building process. Reflecting on the broader context of the northeastern development, Shah credited the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in fostering peace and prosperity in the region. He highlighted the series of accords signed under the Modi government's tenure, including the recent Tiprasa Accord, which brings the total to 11 agreements aimed at fostering peace and development in the northeast. Under the provisions of the Tiprasa Accord, a tripartite committee will be established to oversee its implementation, ensuring the effective realization of its objective. Key dignitaries present at the signing ceremony included Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha, Member of Parliament Biplab Deb and Tripura's Chief Secretary. Central to the accord are measures aimed at addressing tribal land and language rights, crucial steps towards ensuring the political and financial autonomy of tribal communities in Tripura. The Trinamool Congress on Friday alleged that Prime Minister Narendra Modi does not find time to visit ethnic strife-hit Manipur but goes to Lakshadweep for snorkeling and Gujarat for scuba diving. Reacting sharply to Modi's jibe that Raja Rajmohan Roy's soul would be crying in the view of the alleged sexual assault on Sandesh Kali's women, the TMC claimed that the social reformer's soul was crying rather because of the alleged atrocities on women in the BJP-ruled states like Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Manipur. The Prime Minister goes to do snorkeling in Lakshadweep but does not find time to visit Manipur, TMC spokesperson Shantanu Sen said. Sandesh Kali in West Bengal's North 24 Parganas district has been witnessed to widespread protests over allegations of sexual atrocities on women and land grabbing of villages by some local Trinamool Congress leaders. Alleging that the BJP is an anti-women party, Sen said that the Mamata Banerjee government has given 50% reservation for women in panchayats and has introduced numerous schemes like Kanya Shri for the welfare of women. It is from Mamata Banerjee that one has to learn how to work for the development of women, Sen said. The Nagaland Assembly on Friday adopted a resolution urging the center to reconsider its decision to fence the Indo-Myanmar border and scrap the free movement regime with the neighboring country. The Assembly also resolved to appeal to the central government to work out regulations for movement of people across the boundary in consultation with the people inhabiting the border areas and for suitably bringing in the village council authorities concerned in the entire system of regulations. The center earlier this month ended the FMR, which allows people residing close to the India-Myanmar border to venture 16 kilometers into each other's territories without a visa. The 1,643 kilometer stretch of the Indo-Myanmar border is spread over 4 northeastern states: Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, and Nagaland. The resolution stated that the center's decision to suspend the FMR and fence the Indo-Myanmar boundary would disrupt the age-old historical, social, tribal, and economic ties of the Naga people living on the both sides of the international border. It also said that the measures would cause immense inconvenience to the Naga people living in border areas, as a number of people of Nagaland have agricultural land across the border. The resolution moved by Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton was adopted unanimously in the House. Various other Naga civil societies, tribal organizations, Naga political groups, and also Chief Ang, King of Longwa village in Mon district, whose house has been divided into 2 nations, has also objected to the decision of the center. The Assam cabinet convened for their weekly meeting in Guwahati on Friday, discussing key issues such as a new flyover in Jorhat, a fresh loan from the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Department (NABARD), and the impending semiconductor revolution. The meeting was held at Lok Sewa Bhawan in the Secretariat. Following the discussion, Health Minister Keshap Mahanta addressed the media, outlining the significant decisions reached during the meeting. The Assembly kicked off by expressing gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Union Cabinet for their substantial investment of Rs 27 crores towards the establishment of a semiconductor assembly, testing, marking and packaging in Morigao. The Tata Group is leading the establishment of a new semiconductor plant on a 500 bigha area that previously housed the Jagi Road paper mill. The project is expected to generate 15,000 direct jobs in Assam, according to Keshap Mahanta. Furthermore, Mahanta revealed that 4 other large companies are planning to invest a total of Rs 1,612 crores in the state, which could lead to an additional 4,000 employment opportunities. In other developments, construction of a flyover at Barua Chariali in Jorhat, costing the state Rs 164 crores, is on the cards. This flyover will provide a direct link between Barua Chariali and Bogdoi Bridge in Jorhat. The Assam cabinet has sanctioned a loan of Rs 4,546 crores and 74 lakhs from the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. In another significant move, the cabinet has permitted ADCs, COs and BDOs to carry on with the panchayat level task until the panchayat elections take place. As per Minister Ranjit Kumar Das, these elections will occur post the Lok Sabha elections. Now we're taking a short break. We'll be right back.
Hello kids, 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 hello kids. Very nice, beautiful, colorful, colorful, rosy, rosy, cozy, cozy, wonderful, wonderful. Hello kids, hello kids, hello kids, hello kids, hello kids, hello kids.
Sky Hospital na heart attack patient gidama bungkun mari chupna emergency service pisari. Kanagumba miyoina heart attack thabak naba mihul chang naidana chongba sor funba wantharakpada thengthaba tawdana Premier Heart Hospital oiriba Sky Hospital da kudakta pukhat piraktuna yengbi hausi. Loina na heart ki oiraba EPS plus RF ablation, coronary angioplasty and stents, device closure hole in the heart, pacemaker, ICD combo implant, heart valve surgery and coronary artery bypass graft surgery, heart hole surgery na chingba chang naina pangthokli. Akupa marol gidamak 8415-938-207 da call tawbirau. Thengthabi kanu khudakta lakbiu masina adomgi punsibu kanbangamgani.
Gear up for the future with Quantum University. Write your success story with our new age programs that shall be amongst the top 3 most rewarding careers in India and across the globe in the next decade. One of the reasons why Quantum is a leading private university in India is these world-class partnerships which makes it stand out among the rest.
The pinnacles of success for your children. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNESCO School. Excellence in education.
Welcome back. Now moving on to further news. The women vendors of 3 Kwarambani Market Hill expressed their happiness and thanked the present government for taking up the initiative with knowing the pulses of the people. In an exclusive conversations with the ELITETV News, the women vendors thanked the government of taking resolution of abrogation of suspension of operation and implementation of NRC in the state on the floor of Manipur Legislative Assembly and to urge the central government. Here is an exclusive report from our reporter Rishikesh Narim and video journalist Jinkai Ngamba Lorembam.
Haukiba Chahigi may Hundaki Torok Lebel and the Master Pok Leba, Irang Asigam Mari Lenana, Akugil and the Masigi Imai Belamadi, Maikea, the Gay Massing, Amadi Muakan and Lauri Basi, Landmaster NRC Sanahan, Bakuki militants sing the gay, Sulok Topa, hibernating from Cameron Laudunali, Adubo, Jose Pali Bang, Asig Lenga Asina, the Key, Taranito Suba, Manipur Legislative Assembly, Manga Suba. Assembly mifam asida kugi lebak miyamgi paza miyamgi kugi apamba asi khambiro matungda lengak nangrang asi assembly da NRC chanahan bagi central lengak ta taksang gani haiba amadi sulok thongnaba central lengak ta taksang gani hariba wafam sing asigi phongdok le basiki matang da paza miyam na kari pamli kari mot apam pamda do miyam dagi pawdoma
ngarangi assembly mifam sida asagi koigi kuki su se su tongari basa koi lok tho halani suji makha chathadana ba haina assembly na punna warep lomina ba loina na NRC chatna halani haiba se state da ai Manipur gi citizen lamoina praja moina haini ngai lektana nungai ba phawe ba maramdi ngasai gi susi na koi da awa ba tar ba susi na ngase koi da mehan mi punna yung kai tek do awa ba mayamam lei ba se susi to khragadi moi gi photo koi gi pai punna haraga usi da mu hanjal loi do adu ta gi doini na Madui Nuai Bapongdoi, what about Imana Singnaba Malay? Assembly Sida Nuaina Bagi the Magda, Miangi Pin and Nabagi the Magda, Lobham to Paikogi Laisani, State Sigi, Miangi Kogi Kano Laisang Sida, what if Lobham Neba, Adu what if Silora Matunda, Assembly Louis Ragasu, Center the Salaga, Dola Doli Kainana, Kogi opposition, Koina leader, and Hiberlatana. Pujit Tara, the Amas qualified to work some other than my Pambam there, and a young case here. Kana no tatin na ko yang kai chap sana puksen manaraga prime minister ama de home minister da chatlaga research akan ba pira thangai seng ba declare oina sulok tho NRC chalhalle haidana praja miyam da nungai ba message ya tahan na bagi damagta ngasigi ekoi gi lenga koi sing MLA manga se mantri akoi adu ada thi dana sigum assembly member yang kai sina chatlaga nungai ba pawi tahan biu assembly je phamba matung loiraba matungda akoi chief minister na asakanora central da sapira kanda Narendra Modi khangde Amit Shah khangde salaga asengba pass tongna ba sigi je taksan ba pamjai adubo haujuk ji ki onadi akoi samna da koi paikha tha ba gumbani pass tongni tawroi haibagi pot ti thoina kano laide ado ngasagi ba bin singje pass of bigam ta de harawe adubo pungning da di singna da bangamde kai gi no da haujuk ji pra koi gi paikha tha raga final loina haidok pa makti na ta banina ado imam yam na pamjabadi ngasagi su sana han ba kari kram yam pass uri ba mayam je noina kano tangna ba chief minister da kai khuna ba chief minister da ngasagi sentence da salaga hari proposal singje koi Manipur gi damakta tangdu laita na hayang suron bo ingna chingna lainana ba gi damakta chief minister na sentence da salaga taksan biyo haina koi gi kaitien gi chai ta gi haijari ji phami ba assembly BJP government na lit tok dana phami ba assembly seisida akoi Manipur Pazar miyam gi damakta lawai ba wari khudimak se Pazar miyam na thagali haiba se ahama mata pundok chage number 1 da akoi gi nako terrorist sina Manipur gi maitai Pazar da ot nai ba miya ni kun mayam tok pasida khang bangam da maitai Pazar ima iben singina Manipur da thammi ba amadi India government ga yanaraga lei ba su se loktok biu haiba se miyam gi kholaung e miyam ga pa mani masibak yengaga assembly wala matam sang assembly phamu hairaga phamak pa matam se isra su se Manipur gi legislative assembly na kano tok gra wari chamanan longmin yaraga India government da taksan ngani hari ba poche amna thagat chadra Manipur bazar kathiam ima mo ina su thagat chai aduga masigi wari se amuk annam handok pigano amadi Manipur bazar gi apam base simak BJP government to bi wa ba sima so haijari adu tawsu to kani haina koi Pazar kudimaki thamoi da fauge ngara asia mathangda NRC ana bagi ngarang amu mi pham dan assembly da bill dawdan mayam pass to gana masigi warep se handok lahun ga tabani haiba se assembly da leiriba legislative kudimak na support to gan to giba wafam se simasu Manipur Pazar haningai leitana thagat ki amadi akoi paithen phambi ima singna su aduga miyam na su thagat chari hai se ma haijage thamoi ji da ko adu taw ko su oisanu asidagi indagi dana chai su puna maksang tang nena ta na leidana langla su tam dana mai onjala leibudune khoina pami se rilu kem te ju meim da hanjagi ba nena ta lejagi bu pami adu maku ingmadi ingde center taksan laba adu taksan laganda ne taksan gare haibagi che duma hodi mai taksan gani haibane ba natra na hai taksan gani haibani taksan gare haibadi natriye ba aduna khara mai tiya ba wanda
lamdamasigi miyam lamdamasigi imai be sing na fundo pagi matong inna hoje falibe assembly me famas danga singa simak paliba lengak asina lamdamasigi NRC sana lamdamasigi NRC sana ba amadi lamdamasigi kuki militant singa lainari ba su lokthok pa haribo fam asida akogi central government ta taksalani haribo fam asil lamdamasigi imai be sing paja miyam na hena thagat pofongdoli makha tarak padasu masigi thajaba asi miyam na pamliba por asi akogi Lengang asina assembly pukhalawa banina makata na su central government hena akan mong da taksan duna opposition akogi ruling khaidana amato ina pusilaga lamdam asigi MLA singna mihu sina taksilaga lamdam asi hana gumne ingsipat tangdulay taba punsi ama lakna ba lamdam asigi lengak asina lakhol ali bakhungthang asi hena thako phongdorakli adubo makata na central government taksalawa matung da miyamna pamliba asi Tungan biyo haina su miyamgi mafam dagi fongdorok li hira masigi matang da video journalist sikhenga malore mangaloi na paudumjari brisikas naurem Elite News Imphal
143 Battalion CRPF today conducted a civic action program at Crispa Football Ground, Lampale, Imphal West District. In this program, sports articles and uniforms were distributed to Crispa Boys Football and K and Singh Academy clubs, especially those youths hailed from poor families, and to promote sports in Manipur and to motivate the youths to participate sports events, thereby contributing in the process of nation building. K. Sonny Singh, second in command, 143 Battalion CRPF, graced the occasion as chief guest and distributed the sports articles in the presence of Y. Nanda Kishore Singh, 21C, S.K. Angambal, Assistant Commandant, 143 Battalion CRPF, Vipin, Manager, Kalamba, Coach, Narayan, coach of KISPA, players of KISPA and dignitaries of K.N. Singh Academy. Talking to media persons, K. Sonny Singh expressed happiness on getting this opportunity to fulfill the long-standing need of the sports club. He stated that the unit will continue to serve the people of Manipur by carrying out such humanitarian activities. This will also help to be in close connect with the civil population, and synergy can be maintained between security force and civilians. He further said that under the Civic Action Program, 143 Battalion CRPF has been trying to address the needs and requirements of the locals.
चाही खुदिंगी CRPF की civic action program है ना CRPF का local की people का लाइन वो मरी सिंचे फगत अनावा अमाना अमागी मतेंग पांगनावा शांति को इन्हें लेमिनावा की अजूकी पांडम दा ताऊबा चाही खुदिंगी ताऊबा civic action program ने अजूकी program की मखा चंबम ओइना अखोइना अंगम sports की material uniform volleyball football खरा क्रिप्सा हाइवे club असेदा अखोइना भी अंगम मखरा मतेंग पांगने अमा फुटबॉल बु याखत पोइना कोई चाही खुदिंगी से फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट सु तौरी अदुमायना मणिपुर से फुटबॉल की अफवा सनारोइसिंग पुखतनबा अदुगी मतेंग ओइनानबा अंगमबा अखोइना तौजबनी चाही खुदिंगी नि अदु मथंग चाही दसु लाकपा चाही दसु अंगम अदु मतेंग पिजेगनी.
On the other hand, members of the clubs who received the sports articles thanked the 143 Battalion CRPF for providing them a means of support to improve their sports spirit, and the local people of the area also expressed happiness with the functioning of a 143 Battalion CRPF.
Angasi 143 Battalion CRPF na pangthokliba khoi civic action program asida hana degi jo khoi adum khusam naraga mayam ma tawbigre moina toilet poiro degi lampaki lebak thunba poiro aduki matik tawbigre ado ngasi tawbiri jana ngang singge khoi ki jersey ne football ne degi entertainment khoi ki recreation program moina volleyball ball amane si mayam mateng pangbira pase khoi ki kipsa gi coaches singe side tegi amadi official singe side tegi haininga letena thagat phongdo chari aduga aduki matik harau buje phauze sugum base aduki mati akhoi yamna wali supportive boy base aduga 143 battalion ge akhoi sar sing lapiraga samai tobi base khoi haininga letena thagat chari.
A Spanish woman who was on a trip to India with her husband was gang raped on March 1st night in Jharkhand's Dumka. 3 people have been held by the police in relation to the case, and there are 8 to 10 people implicated. To look into the situation, a special investigation team has been assembled. The woman was touring Dumka on a bike with her spouse, who had arrived in India on a tourist visa. They were residing in tents near the Hansdiha police station area of Kunji village, Dumka. The pair was riding a bike to Bhagalpur in Bihar at the time of the event. The Spanish traveler and her spouse were taking a grand tour of Asia. After traveling to Bangladesh, they first went to Pakistan before arriving in Dumka. The pair intended to go from Jharkhand to Nepal. The woman was currently undergoing treatment at a hospital in Sarayhat. Afterwards, she will be brought to Dumka. Dumka Superintendent of Police went to the crime scene on Friday night and has been camping there since. An investigation into the case is currently underway, and the detained people are being questioned. Forensic experts have also been brought in. The Election Commission of India on March 1st warned political parties and political leaders to not use money and muscle power or any other unfair means during elections. Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, while briefing the media on the preparations for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, said, "Today we will brief you all on how we are preparing for Lok Sabha elections. The purpose is to make sure that polls will take place in a very transparent and a fair manner. Every political party will have their level playing field. There will be no biases. 7 political parties came to meet us: AAP, BJP, CPI, INC, and from regional parties, BSP, SP, and Apnadal. They all said and demanded that the high standards that have been established by the EC for elections need to be followed more strictly. Police should be equal to everyone. In elections, money power and muscle power must not be used. Taking note of the various trends and cases of the plummeting levels of political campaign discourse in recently held elections, the Election Commission of India has issued further advisory to all political parties to maintain decorum and utmost restraint in public campaigning and raise the level of election campaigning to issue-based debate. The poll body has also put the star campaigners and candidates on a notice in case of violations that followed the previously known methodologies during the elections to avoid breaching the model code of conduct. The Election Commission will assess any indirect MCC violations as per advisory as a fair basis to rework the notices to be given in terms of time and content in issue in the forthcoming elections. For the general election to the Lok Sabha and 4 state legislative assemblies, all phases and geographical areas of the elections shall be the basis for determining repeat offences. It may be recalled that Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar recently emphasized that political parties should foster ethical and respectful political discourse that inspires rather than divides and promotes ideas instead of personal attacks. That the Commission's proactive advisory now formally sets the stage for ethical political discourse and cuts clutter in the 2024 general elections. India has successfully eradicated extreme poverty according to a report by American think tank Brookings. The report, penned by Surjit Bhalia and Karan Bhasin, attributes this achievement to a sharp drop in the head-count poverty ratio and a significant rise in household consumption. The government's robust policy focus on redistribution has fostered strong inclusive growth over the past decade. The country's official consumption expenditure data for 2022 to 23, the first survey-based poverty estimates in over a decade, has just been released. The data reveals a real per capita consumption growth rate of 2.9% per annum since 2011 to 2012, with rural growth at 3.1% surpassing urban growth 2.6%. The survey also indicates a remarkable decrease in both urban and rural inequality. The Urban Gini Index, a measure of inequality, has fallen from 36.7 to 31.9, while the Rural Gini Index has decreased from 28.7 to 27.0. This decline in inequality, particularly in the context of high per capita growth, is unprecedented in the history of inequality analysis. According to the Brookings Institution, a combination of high growth and a significant reduction in inequality has resulted in the eradication of poverty in India as per the purchasing power parity US dollars 1.9 poverty line. Statistics reveal that the head count poverty ratio for this poverty line has seen a decrease from 12.2% in the year 2011 to 2012 to a mere 2% in 2020 to 2023. This equates to an annual reduction of 0.93 percentage points. In terms of geographical distribution, rural poverty was reported at 2.5%, while urban poverty was lower at 1%. Furthermore, when considering the PPP US dollar 3.2 poverty line, HCR declined from 53.6% to 20.8%. It is important to note that these estimates do not count for the free food supplies comprising wheat and rice provided by the government to approximately 2/3 of the population, nor the utilization of public health and education services. The Assam government on March 2nd organized a ceremony at the Srimanta Sankaradeva Kalakshetra, marking the ceremonial distribution of financial grants to former cadres of the United Liberation Front of Assam ULFA and their family members. The event was graced by the presence of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Chief Minister of Assam, who presided over the proceedings as the chief guest. This ceremony held special significance as it symbolized the culmination of efforts towards peace building after the ULFA signed a memorandum of settlement with both the Government of India and the Government of Assam on December 29, 2023. Following the signing of the Memorandum of Settlement, the UALFA disbanded itself and vacated their designated camps, paving the way for a new chapter of reconciliation and rehabilitation. During the ceremony, Himanta Biswa Sarma, in a gesture of goodwill and support, distributed fixed deposit certificates amounting to Rs 4 lakhs each to 852 former ULFA cadres under the Surrender Cum Rehabilitation Scheme of the Government of India. Additionally, Rs 3 lakhs were disbursed to each of the 45 individuals who had been injured in counter-insurgency operations, along with a special package of Rs 3 lakhs from the Government of Assam. Moreover, a sum of Rs 5 lakhs each was granted to 8 individuals who had been oppressed, and Rs 10 lakhs each to the next of kin of 31 missing ULFA cadres, totaling 936 beneficiaries who received the rehabilitation grant. This distribution of financial aid is part of the larger effort by the Government of Assam to reintegrate former militants into mainstream society. Over the past 2 years, a total of 9,583 cadres from various extremist groups have been rehabilitated under similar schemes initiated by both the Government of India and the Government of Assam. These include cadres from groups such as the National Democratic Front of Bodoland, Karbi groups, Adivasi cadres, the Dimasa National Liberation Army, as well as others. The ceremony was organized by the Home Department of the Government of Assam in conjunction with the Special Branch of the Assam Police. Avinash P. Joshi, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary to the Government of Assam, Home and Political Department, commenced the event with a warm welcome speech. In a recent development, Google has removed matrimony apps from Indian startups, including popular ones like Bharat Matrimony, from its Play Store, amid a dispute over service fee payments. The disagreement stems from Google's attempt to impose a fee ranging from 11% to 26% on an in-app payments, following an order from Indian antitrust authorities to dismantle its previous system, which charged 15% to 30%. The move by Google has raised concerns among Indian startup firms, particularly those targeted in this action, as they sought to resist the imposition of these fees. Despite their efforts, 2 court decisions in January and February, including one from the Supreme Court, effectively allowed Google to either charge the fees or remove the apps. Matrimony.com, the parent company of Bharat Matrimony, expressed dismay over the removal of its dating apps, including Bharat Matrimony, Christian Matrimony, Muslim Matrimony, and Jodi, describing the incident as a dark day for the Indian internet. Alphabet Inc., Google's parent company, issued notices of Play Store violations to Matrimony.com and InfoEdge, the operator of a similar app called Jeevan Sathi. Shares of Matrimony.com and InfoEdge experienced declines following the news, with Matrimony.com falling as much as 2.7% and InfoEdge dropping 1.5%. InfoEdge founder Sanjeev Bikhchandani emphasized compliance with Google's policies and timely clearance of all pending invoices. Google, in response, explained in a blog post that 10 Indian companies had chosen not to pay for the immense value they receive on Google Pay over an extended period. The company did not disclose the names of these firms but highlighted its right to charge fees, emphasizing that neither courts nor regulators had denied this right. The Supreme Court, in a decision on February 9th, refused to interfere with Google's authority in this matter. The removal of these apps by Google could potentially fuel discontent within the Indian startup community, which has long criticized the practices of the tech giant. Google, however, maintains its position, asserting that the fees support investment in the App Store, the Android mobile operating system, and the cover developers' tools and analytical services. Only 3% of the more than 200,000 Indian developers on the Google Play platform are required to pay any service fee, according to the company. Now we're taking another short break. We'll be right back.
diabetes ka loina le hingliba sing tha amagi manungda control toba ngamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha amagi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Khong hamba nungaitabasu numit manganigi manungda fahanba ngamle. Bile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oiba ngamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oiba ngamle. Fatty liver oibasu tha amagi manungda fagat hanba ngamle. Pumnamak natural oiba hidak makhalna laing jabani. Hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makhata na hidak chabagi mathau su tararoi. Hena kupa parol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jennings Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Presto Personalized Wonders Imphal da nauna hangdok jare haidiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises Presto Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome you all to UNAPO School Chanum, Imphal East, a fully residential school ranked Manipur #1 in All India School Ranking Awards 2023-24 by Education World in Co-Education Boarding School category. Academic session for 2024-25 will begin on 1st April 2024. Registrations are open for classes 4 to 9. Hurry up for registration.
Welcome back again. Now moving on to further news. Delhi experienced a sudden shift in weather with light rain on Saturday morning. Areas such as Greater Kailash, India Gate, Arkipuram and Janpat were observed to have light showers. The India Meteorological Department has forecasted scattered to fairly widespread light to moderate rain accompanied by thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi on March 2nd and 3rd. IMD noted a cyclonic circulation over North Afghanistan and its neighborhoods, with a trough extending to the northwest Arabian Sea. High moisture inflow from the Arabian Sea to northwest India is expected to continue till March 3rd. The minimum temperature was recorded above normal at isolated places over Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi. IMD predicted no significant change in minimum temperatures over northwest India in the next 3 days, followed by a fall of 3 to 5 degrees Celsius. Additionally, isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall or snowfall is likely over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad and Himachal Pradesh on Saturday. The Ministry of Defence today signed 5 major capital acquisition contracts worth a total of Rs 39,125.39 crores on March as part of the Ministry's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. These contracts, signed in the presence of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Defence Secretary Garidhar Aramani, are expected to give a significant boost to the Make in India initiative and indigenous capabilities in defence. As part of Atmanirbharta in defence and to further boost Make in India initiative, the Ministry of Defence today signed 5 major capital acquisition contracts worth Rs 39,125.39 crores in New Delhi, said Rajnath Singh on social media platform X. Among these 5 contracts, one contract worth Rs 5,249.72 crores was signed with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the procurement of aero engines for MiG-29 aircraft. 2 other contracts have been signed with Larsen and Toubro. One contract worth Rs 7,668.82 crores is for procuring close-in weapon system to provide terminal air defense to select locations in the country. The other contract worth Rs 5,700.13 crores is for the procurement of high-power radar to enhance terrestrial air defense capabilities of the IAF. Both projects are expected to boost indigenous manufacturing and generate significant employment. On the other hand, 2 other contracts were signed with BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited, while one contract worth Rs 19,518.65 crores is for procuring BrahMos missiles to meet combat outfit and training requirements of the Indian Navy. The second contract worth Rs 988.07 crores is for the procurement of ship-borne BrahMos system, the Indian Navy's primary weapon for maritime strike operations. Upon improvement in the law and order situation in the Valley districts, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. today in Imphal East, Imphal West and Thoubal districts. In Kaching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. today. However, in Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Traffic is seen as usual on the roads. Most of the shops and markets were opened. Several people purchased their essential items during the curfew relaxation. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Last but not least, let's look at the headlines once again. MLA L. Rameshwar proposes shoot at site for Myanmar's illegal immigrants in Manipur. Tiprasa Accord signed. Home Minister Amit Shah says turning point for Tripura. ECI warns political parties against unfair practices in upcoming Lok Sabha elections. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Thoubal districts till 10 p.m. For Kaching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Well, this is all for now. Thank you for watching. There will be more updates at primetime ELITETV English News. Till then, keep watching, stay tuned and stay safe.